Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Anna. I'm so glad you are here. And today's class is going to be all about stress relief. If you are watching this video when it comes out, it is during the holidays. And I love the holidays. They are my favorite time of year. It's also like the hardest time of year for me every year. So yeah, I don't think I need to go into it too much other than this is a complicated time of year for so many people, for so many reasons. And I just really wanted to make and to give you a class for those nights where you just really need to slow down, let go of tension, really feel like you are being supported by your yoga practice tonight or whenever you're taking this class. I guess I envision this is the class that I would want to take at the end of the week. I'm exhausted and I want to do yoga, but I also want to pour myself a glass of wine. So this class is meant to be done when you get out of your work clothes and you put on your pajamas and you do some relaxing yoga and then you pour yourself a glass of wine. So that's what this class is supposed to kind of be about. I am going to have a block and a couple of pillows. So if you don't have a block, a couple pillows are fine, but once you have all of your belongings, I will meet you here on your mat. Okay, friends, let's get into it, shall we? We are going to start in child's pose, and we're going to be there for a little bit. So, in your comfy clothes, make your way to the back of your mat, the back of your space. Your big toes will come to touch. Separate your knees and start to walk your hips back to your heels. Begin to elongate the arms forward. And start to rest your forehead down. If you're feeling really tight through the shoulders, another nice option might be to release the hands back towards your heels. That can also feel nice. Child's pose is a really grounding pose. So right away, invite yourself to release the burdens of your day, of your week, and to sink into the nurturing container you have set up for yourself. Let's center into our practice with an easy breath in. Open mouth, exhale, easy breath out. In your own way and your own time, begin to connect to your breath. Every inhale, send breath to where your body needs it. And inviting yourself on every exhale to let go a little more. And let's stay here for one more breath in. And breath out. So listen here, we're actually going to be in the rough shape of a child's pose, but we'll just kind of add on some variations. We'll all reach our hands forward towards the front of your mat. And then I want you to place your right hand on your left bicep and let your head come down to rest on your forearm. Yep, so the head's going to stay pretty heavy here. And then as you inhale, lift your right elbow. So feel your chest kind of turn to the right. As you exhale, we lower down. Inhale to lift. And exhale, come down. We're going to do that 3 more times. Lift and lower. So really think of this like gentle opening through the upper chest. 2 more, lift and lower. And then 1 more, lift and lower. Good. Now, you can lift your hand off of your right forearm, push into the left palm to lift the upper arm, slide your right arm under the left for a gentle thread the needle. Rest your right temple down here. And feeling some gentle stretch across the upper back. Turn your left chest away from the floor. Taking 1 more inhale. Exhale, unthread. Reach the right arm forward this time. So now your left hand will come to the right bicep and your head rests down on the forearm. So the head is heavy, resting on your forearm. As you inhale, gently lift the left elbow, gently turn the chest. Exhale, lower. So a couple times here, lift and lower. Really not forcing anything. 3 more. 2 more. Keep this range of motion small. We'll do 1 more. Lift and lower. Good. Lift your head off of the left forearm. Push into your right palm to lift the arm. Slide your left arm under the right. You can turn the gaze to the right here. Very gentle, thread the needle. Taking 1 more inhale. Exhale, unthread the left arm and meeting me in tabletop. So finding all 4s here. Stack your hands under your shoulders, spread your fingers wide. Inhale, cow. Lift your tailbone, lift the heart. Pull your belly button in to protect the lower back. Shoulders roll together and down, inhale. Exhale, cat, round your back, release your head down and pause. Push down into your hands, lengthen your arms. Let your head go heavy. Inhale, cow. Lift your tail, lift your heart. Exhale, cat, round your back. Good, 3 more times, inhale. Exhale. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Find your neutral spine. Let's send your right leg back behind you. Breathing in. Exhale. Wrap your right foot around. So step right foot to the outside of your right hand and you can slide your left knee back. Now feel free here to cushion your knee with your pillow. Slowly walk your hands onto your right thigh. Take a couple breaths. Roll your shoulders down. Feel your tailbone pull forward as the navel retracts in. Notice where you can release even more. An option to stay right here. If you want to continue on into a side bend, push into your right hand, stretch your left arm up and over. Turn your left hip forward. Roll your shoulders down as you lean the heart back. Finding lift from your left hip point all the way up towards your left armpit. Let's inhale, come back through center, letting both arms rise. Then as you exhale, plant your palms and we'll meet in down dog. Tuck your left toes, step your right foot back. Taking some movement here if that feels good for you. As you find some stillness, your hands are shoulder width distance apart and feet are hips width distance apart. So you're in this inverted V. Push the floor away from you with your hands, so feel your armpits get longer. And then start to hug your upper outer arm bones. Feel them roll inwards towards each other. I invite you to bend your knees just enough to feel the tailbone arch upwards towards the sky. Big inhale. Exhale. Let's roll forward to tabletop so the knees will come back down. Send your left leg back behind you. Inhale. Exhale, take that wide step. Left foot comes outside your left hand and start to slide the right knee back a little bit. Slowly take your time. Walk your hands onto the left thigh. So we have this nice lunge here. If you're feeling that you're kind of collapsing here, like your ribs are really pushing forward and the low back feels kind of a little crunchy, move your hips back enough to feel the tailbone scoop forward. And then lengthen the sides of your waist. Feel the heart kind of puff up here. An option to move into that side bend, pushing the left hand against your left thigh, reach your right arm up and over. You can turn your right hip forward, maybe lean your heart back slightly. Find that lift and active extension from the front of the right hip all the way up towards the right armpit. Inhale through center, letting both arms rise. Exhale, plant your hands and stepping back into downward facing dog. Stretching longer through your spine and arch your tailbone up. As you gaze back to your feet, start to walk your hands in towards your feet. So let's find a Ragdoll Fold here. Feet are hips width distance, and you can measure this, placing 2 fists in between your feet. And then once you have that groundedness, bend into your knees until your palms make contact with the floor. So you're taking some of the weight from the legs here in that position. If the back of your legs and if your lower back feel really tight here and it's not comfortable, right? You're kind of not at that feel good edge. It's like that not feeling good edge. Something else you can do is to place your hands on like a low stool or like a coffee table. That can also help. If you do feel like you're at that kind of feel good edge, maybe you Gently hold on to your elbows, or even clasp your hands at the base of your skull. Welcoming your breath to roll through your body like ocean waves. And that power of your breath, that tide of your breath is moving tension, moving chatter of the mind through you. Let's take one more inhale here. And exhale, slowly release your hands. Then bend your knees, curl your chin to your chest. Let's roll to stand. And your chin will be the last thing to unroll. Yeah? Good. Once you reach the top, inhale, let's just reach your arms overhead. Take a moment here, standing, to drop the tailbone. Squeeze your hip points together slightly, so feel that support of your abdominal wall. And take up space here. So even though this class is about stress relief and this softening that you're experiencing, there's power in that, taking up space in this moment. We'll breathe in. Exhale, slowly fold back down. Soften your knees, hinge at your hips. Press your hands against your shins. Take an inhale just to find a flat back here. Roll your shoulders down, feel the heart stretch forward. Exhale. Let's fold, walk it out into downward facing dog. Hands will walk forward this time. In down dog, take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Lower your knees and take a seat. So let's do a little bit of seated work for the neck and the shoulders before we make our way onto our backs. So I'm sitting on my block, right? But you can grab 2 pillows to sit on or 1 pillow to sit on. Just making sure it's a comfortable seated position, right? Hips anchored down, your pelvis is in neutral, shoulders stack over your hips and your head stacks over your shoulders. Let's take a couple big shoulder rolls here. So rolling the shoulders back for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then roll your shoulders forward for 1, 2, 3, and 4. Good. With your shoulders relaxed down, we'll just do a couple head circles here. Drop your chin to your chest, roll your right ear to your right shoulder, turn your gaze up, left ear to left shoulder, and then bring it back down. Couple more times here. Easy head circles. And then the next time your right ear comes to the right shoulder, we'll actually keep it there. And we'll just take a hold of this stretch. This might be plenty, right? Other option is to rest your right hand on the left ear. Maybe you reach the left hand away, or wrap the hand around your back. And breathing into it. And taking one more inhale. Exhale, slowly unwind your arms, bring your head back to center, and then we'll do that on the other side. So chin will drop to chest, roll left ear to left shoulder, gazing up, right ear, right shoulder coming down. Couple times here. Moving through these circles. Let it feel good. Showing yourself love and inviting yourself to release any burdens you may be carrying. Next time your left ear rolls towards the shoulder, keep it there. You can stay and enjoy this stretch. Option to add on, left hand comes to the right ear. Maybe you reach the right hand away or wrap it behind your back. Couple breaths here. Taking one more inhale. Exhale, slowly unwind, floating back through center. And let's do this. Let's inhale, reach the arms out into a T. As you exhale, just crossing your right elbow under your left elbow. So we're not going to go into eagle just yet. Just cross right elbow under your left elbow. Inhale, open the arms. Exhale, under other side, left elbow under your right. Inhale, open. Exhale, right arm. Gently moving, inhale, open. And exhale, left arm. Now we'll inhale, open. This time we will go into eagle as you exhale. So the right elbow goes under your left. Feel free to give yourself a big hug here. Or maybe as you squeeze the elbows, the palms interlace. No matter where you are, lift your elbows, relax your throat, relax the corners of your jaw. Breathe. Press your shoulder heads down. Taking one more inhale. Exhale, slowly unwind. You'll inhale to open. Exhale, other side. Cross your left elbow under your right. So you can give yourself that nice hug here. Squeeze the elbows, lift your triceps, or maybe the palms press together. Drop your shoulder heads down. Couple breaths. Continue to sit up tall through the crown of your head. Taking one more inhale. Exhale, unwind your arms. Awesome. Let's come back to tabletop. An option to have your block nearby. So from tabletop, tuck your pelvis slightly, bend your right knee and lift your right foot up. So it's 90-degree angle. Without moving your hips, just turn your knee to the right and then circle your knee to your chest for 3, 2, 1. And then let's do the other way. So circle out for 1, 2, 3. Good. So you inhale. This time we'll straighten the right leg behind you. As you exhale now, you'll bring your right knee towards your right wrist. Cross your ankle towards your left wrist. So we're setting up for half pigeon as you start to lower down. So we're at home, and this is a class about stress relief. So set yourself up for the most luxurious pigeon possible. That might mean you're sitting on a block today or a pillow. And you want to feel that the left hip is really hugging forward and your right booty is really hugging back. And then I'll show you figure 4 in a moment because this is another nice option. As you're ready, slowly let the elbows come down. Right, if you're feeling this now in the knee and you want to feel it more in your hip, then figure 4 is a great variation for you. Right, you'll be taking that on your back with your ankle over the thigh. Right ankle will be over your left thigh, and you can clasp your hands behind the left thigh. Couple breaths here. Really start to focus on your exhales. Letting them melt stress, melt tension, helping you sink down, finding a state of rest. And take your time. We'll come back up onto our hands. We'll meet in tabletop. So if you were on your back, slowly make your way back to table. If you were on your hands, press back through table. Feel free to extend the right leg back for a moment before we change our sides. So as you come down, the right knee will be under your hip. And then bend your left knee, finding that 90-degree bend in your knee without lifting your left hip. So keep the left hip down a lot. Turn your knee to the left, then circle towards your chest for 3, 2, 1. And reverse that for 1, 2, 3. Inhale to straighten the left leg behind you. Exhale. Bring your left knee towards your ankle and cross your left foot towards your right wrist. I meant bring your left knee towards your left wrist. That's what I meant. Pigeon. So, luxurious pigeon, supported pigeon. That could mean a block for you, it could mean some pillows for you. Or it's that figure 4 on your back with left ankle over your right thigh. Take a second to feel supported before coming down onto your forearms. My favorite thing about practicing yoga at home and kind of like taking that pressure off of being in a group class, and group classes are great, don't get me wrong, but it is really nice to kind of remove the pressure that sometimes comes with them, because yoga poses truly are meant to work for us. We are not meant to push our bodies into a preconceived idea that we or society has come up with, right? Like you and your spirit, that's the center of your yoga practice. And you use the practice to work for you. So if you're on your back, go ahead, stay on your back. And we'll actually end up meeting in a Supta Baddha Konasana. So feel free to go there right now if you're on your back. If you were taking pigeon on your elbows, we'll meet in that tabletop. And you can bring some balance to the left leg, maybe you straighten it behind you, right? But then as you're ready, we'll all come to our backs. So I'm actually going to use 2 pillows for this. So with these 2 pillows, let's take a moment to bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees open to the sides. Feel free to rest a hand on your heart and a hand on your belly. Just taking this gentle opening here. Now, of course, right, the supports under your knees, it's always optional. You can always let the pillows come to the sides. You can also guide your heels closer to your hips. Invite yourself to become as heavy as possible, relaxing more and more. And then as you're ready, slowly collect your knees to the outsides of your ribs. So we'll move into a happy baby from here. Sink your knees down, and you can reach in between your knees to hold on to the outsides of your calves, your ankles, or your feet. Arch your tailbone towards the floor as the feet stamp up. Feel free to rock a little bit side to side. Let's breathe in. And exhale, place your feet on the ground. Let your arms open into a T. Just shift your hips over to the right. Let the knees drop to the left. Again, letting the body become heavier and heavier here. Gaze can turn to the right. Coming back through center. Shift your hips to the left, let your knees fall to the right. And feel free to turn your gaze to the left. And coming back through center, let's hug your knees into your chest, very genuinely hugging yourself here. The forearms will wrap around the shins, lift your forehead to your knees and your knees to your forehead. Giving yourself love, compassion, support. Breathing in. Exhale, release into either Shavasana, so your final resting pose, taking the legs and the arms long. Also option for constructive resting position. So maybe you let the feet come wide on the mat and then just let the knees kind of knock in here. Feel free as well. You can also let the arms cross over the body, only if this feels good. If it doesn't feel great with the arms crossed, Uncross the arms, let them come down by your sides. Feel free to close your eyes. Letting yourself become completely receptive, absorbing the benefits of your practice with deep love and compassion for yourself, releasing your burdens, absorbing peace. Yogis, this is where I will leave you. You're welcome to even close your laptop right now or turn off your device and continue to practice rest. Continue to receive stillness. And I wish you peace as you continue on, whether that is here on your mat or moving into the rest of your day. I want to extend thanks and gratitude and invite you to thank yourself for carving out this time. And also to sincerely thank you for letting me guide your practice. I will see you in the next video. Thank you again so much, yogis.